Hey girls, Kaylee here. This week we're doing hairstyles that are inspired by Vanessa from Gossip Girl, and I decided to do one on her big voluminous waves that she always has. They're very bohemian and beachy at the same time, and I just really love them. Now this is similar to what I did in Serena's Bombshell Waves tutorial, so I decided to kind of extend it and do it as a review and demonstration of this little guy because a lot of you guys ask about it. If you don't want to watch the little review and you just want to see how I did this, I'll I'll put the time that you can push to skip in the description box, and you can just click on that button and totally miss all the talking I'm getting ready to do. Okay, so curling iron. It's called Conair's U-Wrap and Wave. It retails for around $25 to $30 depending on where you live. You can get them online or in a drugstore or a discount store around you. It is a little double-pronged curling iron. You can open and close it like this, and it comes with a little glove like this. It has ceramic plates, 4 heat settings. They start at 310 degrees and go all the way up to 400 degrees. You have your little power button where you can turn it on, and it says it's on. And then you have your plus and minus button so you can move it up or move it down depending on how hot you want it to be. It heats up very quickly, and it really does go all the way up to 300 to 400 degrees. It gets very hot, which is why you need the little glove. I mean, it is very hot. And then you have your different settings. You also have your clip so that you can open it, and then you actually can push up on this little clip and it locks into place so you can have it open, which allows you to create 4 different kinds of waves, which is phenomenal. You can do a lot of hairstyles with just this little guy, which is one of the reasons why I was really impressed by it. Another reason why I was impressed by it is because it did this. My hair is hard to curl. I have had the worst luck ever with drugstore curling irons. Like, people will ask me all the time in the comments and on my forum string and Twitter and Facebook about what I think about drugstore curling irons. I never have good things to say. But this one has really surprised me. So I wanted it. That's one of the reasons why I'm doing the review. So let me tell you about the waves that it makes. I'm actually going to show in the demonstration the waves that it makes, but I'm going to talk about them first just so you can see. So first you can wrap your hair in a figure 8 around the 2 barrels like this and then let it close. That creates a really tight little wave, like a little tiny kinky wave. Or you can pull it open like this and wrap the hair in a figure 8 around it, and that's going to create a wave that gets bigger as you go along, which is going to be more natural looking. It's going to look like you kind of gotten a tight wave that's fallen out a little bit, so it's going to look more natural, more wearable, honestly. And so you have that option where you can do it like that. Additionally, you can wrap your hair around the whole thing when it's closed, and it creates kind of an oval wave, and I find this is fantastic if you want to create kind of like a 1940s soft waved look. I get a lot of requests for that kind of thing. It's like the old Hollywood romantic waves. This is a really good way to get that. And I hadn't really found a product that I loved for getting that yet, so this is a good one. And additionally, you can open it and wrap it around with it open like this, and you get kind of the same effect as a tapered curling iron, where you have tight curls at the top and then it falls looser, so you get a really beachy wave look. So you have so many different things you can get here. I don't have too many negatives about this iron. I really do like it. The only thing that really I'm just kind of like, is that it kind of is designed like a drugstore product, and I've really gotten attached to my Hot Tools irons and the way that they look and how nice that they look, and so it's just very plasticky and you can tell that it's a drugstore product. At the end of the day, it's not going to kill me. I really don't care that much. I just care about what my hair looks like when it's done. I would like it if it had a little bit different packaging, but it does what it's supposed to do, so that's not really a very dramatic critique. I just wanted to throw that in there. The heat settings, I really do like them. I honestly could go lower. I don't usually put my heat that high on anything because my hair is pretty fragile, so it would be nice if it didn't have to go like 310 degrees is the minimum. So it would be nice if it was like a little bit less, but that's I can deal with it. And I honestly think because it's as hot as it is, it kind of does, it helps my hair to curl better. So those are the only 2 things I would be like about. And then the other thing that I'm just not a huge fan of is this little Phantom of the Opera glove here. Let me show you. I think that it is absolutely necessary to wear a glove with this, especially if you're going to be doing the little figure 8 between the 2 things right here, because it's really easy to get your hand caught against it and burn, and I did that to myself and it hurt pretty badly. So I started wearing this and I was immediately just like, why? I don't know. It's like my poor little fingers over here are the ugly stepchildren and they don't get a glove, and I I really wish it was a full glove. I'm not gonna be all dramatic and weird about it. I just wish it was a full glove, because when I try to do a figure 8 here and I'm trying to hold my hair, it's really hard to keep these two fingers out of the way because they have absolutely no protection. Also, this can only go on your left hand, so if I want to hold the hair with my right hand, I'm out of luck. Because it has like little extra padding right here to keep it from getting on the iron. So, glove is absolutely necessary. I wish it was the whole glove, like the whole hand, but you know, take what you get. It came with a thing. So it's usable and it's good, but if you want to and if you know you're going to use this a lot, it's good to go ahead and get a glove kind of like this one. This came with my clipless iron that I already had, and it, you know, it's a whole hand glove. It even goes onto your wrist and it kind of protects everything. You can get them on eBay or at Sally's Beauty Supply. So that would be the only things that I have to say. I just don't understand why it's a little half glove. Some of you guys might not have a problem with it. I just, because I'm a klutz, it just was not working out for me. So I really like this. And especially because you can combine different styles. So you can do, like what I did was I did really tight on the bottom and then I did loose on the top. So it doesn't look too much, but it's still very voluminous and waved. And so that's what I love the most about this, is that there's so many things you can do and it really does work well. So, and the only negatives that I have is that I wish the heat settings went a little bit lower for my hair. Packaging's not my fave, but I can deal with it. And I would have made this a full glove. Just my preference. But at the end of the day, it's a really good product. It's well worth the money, and it's honestly, it's a good, inexpensive option. Especially, and I think this is so much, okay, this is so much better than the little thing where it's like you got the two prongs and then the clip and then it goes like that. Because the only thing you can do with that is to make little S waves. All you can do is do like that. You don't have all the different options that you do with this. I mean, this is absolutely the perfect, like, I've taken forever to get a waver. You have no idea. Just because I was always like, I just hate the idea. I don't like having those perfect little waves. I can create something like that with a curling iron. But this is something that's completely unique, that I can't do all of the things that I do with this with a normal iron. So I really like it. And I think I've rambled and gushed enough about it. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day, and I'm going to go ahead and roll the demonstration of, well, this iron and how I got this hairstyle, yeah? Alright, see you in my next video. Bye! Okay, the first thing you're going to do is separate your hair in half from the ears up, and then you're just going to secure that top half out of the way. Make sure you put on your protective glove. And then the first method is to wrap your hair in a figure 8 around both prongs of the curling iron, and then allow it to close. And you can hold it for 5 or 10 seconds, and then you get this kind of tight S-waved look from that. And then the second method is to lock it open so that you have kind of a tapered effect, and figure 8 your hair through that while the iron is locked open. You hold it for 5 or 10 seconds on the curling iron, depending on how easily your hair curls, and you get a little bit more of a natural looking wave. So here's kind of the first one where it's a little bit tighter. You can see that it's a little bit more forced of a wave, if you will, and then the other one was a little bit looser. So what you're going to do for that first layer is you're going to alternate between those two methods so that you have the really tight curls on the bottom, and those tend to make a little bit more volume, so you're going to get a little of your volume by doing it like that. Third method is to wrap your hair around the barrel while it's closed, and you can see the wave that you get from that. It's a really interesting shape that you can't get with anything else. The fourth one is to lock the iron open, wrap it around, and then you get kind of tapered, really beachy looking waves. So there's the first one again, that really structured kind of look, and then that last one is obviously very beachy and natural looking. So what you're going to do for that last section of hair is just to alternate between methods 3 and 4 as you see fit to get the look that you want. And then you should shake it out when you're done just to make it look a little bit more bohemian, a little bit more hippie. And that's pretty much going to be it.